Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm actually doing my sister's makeup, and I did this very wearable, kind of a smoky eye, but still very day appropriate. And if you want to see how I created this look, go ahead and keep on watching. So to start off this look, I actually went ahead and applied a mattifying primer to her face. She does have more of an oily T-zone, so this is going to help make sure the makeup lasts all day and it doesn't get too oily. Now I am taking an orange corrector and I'm applying that under her eyes. This is going to help to hide any dark circles, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this to any areas that I want to cancel out any pigmentation underneath. So this is really going to help as long as you blend it nicely into the skin.
Still hanging on.
Okay, so once the corrector is nice and blended, I'm going to go ahead and apply the foundation. And I'm just taking the foundation with the brush and just kind of blending it all over her skin until I'm satisfied with the coverage.
When you're by my side, forget everything. Together with me, when that weary table runs. Play that movie, I want you to smile. Shut out all the worries, dream away for a while. The look you had in your eyes back then, won't pretend. It's 85 again, play that tape. Make me feel like I'm home. Take me back again to see the look of that crow. The power of love, it's back on the screen and we'll have.
Okay, so now I'm just going to take some concealer. I'm actually taking two different shades of concealer to put under her eyes. So I'm taking one that's close to her skin tone and one that's a little bit lighter. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to the areas where I want to highlight and start blending in. Sometimes when the concealer is like fresh and you just applied it onto the skin, it's better to let it sit on the skin for a minute before you start blending it in. So that's what I did. I kind of started blending it on the bottom, but before I went too close to her eye, or to her eye, I just kind of let it like sit and just wait for a second and blended the rest of the face, and then I came back and started blending it in. It just helps it to stay kind of attaches more to the skin. It's a little bit more tacky, so it will have better coverage than if you just blend it right away. Okay, so now I'm going to take some setting powder, and this is just translucent setting powder. I'm just going to go ahead and apply a good amount of powder under her eyes and anywhere that her skin would normally get oily. So I want to make sure and it's nice and mattified so that makeup lasts throughout the day.
Wait for a while. The look you had in your eyes back then, won't pretend. It's 85 again, play that tape. Make me feel like I'm home. Take me back again to see the look of that crow. The power of love is back on the screen and we'll have 85
Okay, so now I'm going to take an eyeshadow base and I'm going to go ahead and apply this to her eyelids to cancel out any pigmentation. This one is from MAC, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in. It's a nice thin layer. I just want to make sure it's nice and blended. So I'm taking the Shade and Light eye palette from Kat Von D Beauty, and I'm going to be taking that first eyeshadow and start blending it into the crease. That's going to be our transition shade. It's just kind of a nice cool undertone, so it just gives you that natural shadow effect. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over her crease on both eyes. Now I'm going to be taking this like reddish shade and start blending it on the outer corners and bringing it into the crease a little bit, just kind of halfway through, and just blend, blend, blend.
fighting the war. We could never win. Trying to flee the pain that's within.
Now I'm going to be taking this light shade and I'm going to be applying this to her eyelid, keeping it mainly halfway and towards her inner corner. So I'm just kind of brightening up the eyelid a bit. I'm not going to be applying any like glittery shadows or anything. Like I said, this is more of a matte look. So I'm just going to be going back into that second color, and I'm going to be intensifying the outer corners and slightly bring it into the crease. So whatever's left in the brush, just kind of bring it into the crease and blend it until I'm satisfied with the pigmentation.
Shut out all the worries, dream away for a while. The look you had in your eyes back then won't pretend. It's 85 again, play that tape. Make me feel like I'm home. Take me back again to see the look of that chrome. The power of love is back on the screen, and we'll have 85 again.
Okay, so now moving on to contouring the face. I'm going to be taking the Shade and Light Contour Palette from Kat Von D Beauty, and I'm just going to be blending the middle shade and the one on the left, which is more of a cool undertone. So I'm going to be mixing them both to get that bright shade, and I'm going to be applying that to her cheekbones, and you already know, anywhere that you normally would contour. She has a smaller forehead, so I'm not really going to contour her forehead that much, just mainly like on the outer, like on the temples. Also, always remember to do the jaw area, apply some bronzer, some contour shades down there. Always want to bring that down to the jaw and to the neck. Now I'm taking this palette from Too Faced. I'm going to be using the two blushes in the middle, mixing them together and apply that to her cheeks just to give it a nice rosy touch. These powders are actually very pigmented, but I'm using a very fluffy, flimsy brush, so it doesn't pick up too much product because I don't want it to be too pigmented. So I'm using this very fluffy brush and just applying a little bit, and if I need more later, I'll go ahead and apply more. I'm also going to be using the two highlighters in the palette and mixing them together and just applying that all over her face to give it a nice glow. I'm also taking the same highlighters and applying that to the inner corners of the eyes. I like to do that. I like to use whatever highlight I'm applying on myself. I like to use that same highlighter in the inner corners. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply the same shadows that I applied in the crease on the lower lash line, keeping it soft. I don't want to make it too smoky or too dark on the bottom lash line. So just kind of like softly apply the first two shadows that you applied to the crease onto the bottom lash line. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill in the brows using my Benefit Goof Proof. Is it the Goof Proof? Goof Brow? I don't know. I'm just using the Benefit Brow Powder and fill in her brows.
Trying to flee the pain that's within, still hanging on to moments lost. Try to carry on no matter the cost, but there's one thing.
Okay, so now I'm going to take the black eyeshadow from the eye palette and I'm going to be applying that to her lash line. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend it in. So I'm just applying, and I'm going to take a little brush and just kind of blend it and smoke it out a little bit more.
Worries dream away for a while. The look you had in your eyes back then won't pretend. It's 85 again, play that tape. Make me feel like I'm home. Take me back again to see the look of that chrome. The power of love.
Now to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara to the lashes, lower lashes, and that pretty much completes the eyes. Now I wanted to add a little bit more blush because it kind of started disappearing throughout the video, and I went ahead and applied a little bit more blush. Now for the lips, I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics lip kit in the shade Dolce K. I'm just going to go ahead and use the lip liner as well as the liquid lipstick. I'm going to go ahead and top it off with some gloss and finish off this look. So yeah, you guys, this pretty much completes the look. I hope you guys like the way this look turned out. It's pretty simple and very wearable. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.